So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Ya voy entendiendo. Este es el cuerpo de una persona viva, pues que lo sé para las personas más ricas para seguir viviendo. Eso era todo. Reducen la edad mínima para aplicar a estas cosas.
You recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit.
Casi que no entiendo esa huevona.
Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Lo tomaban como granjas, claro. Granjas para tener cuerpos. Es muy heavy. Tiene creatina y todo eso.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sara Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sara? You there? Fuck. Never stored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Irá por Sara.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Si tienen un transmisor privado de Icarite ahí para revivirse y revivirse cada que quieran. Bailas. Los que corren, papá, los que corren. Buenos. De la cabeza.
Just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
Punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here.
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything. And it'll blow over in a week.
Dejar abierta, dejar cerrada. Dejar
I'm
abierta.
not green. You can't buy me.
Que se encuentre todo eso. Igual el tema de quemar las icoritas o no, pues es lo relevante.
Silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sara.
Oh, for Sara.
How could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
¿Dónde vivirá Sara?
Probably even have a bar here. Focus, James.
Posiblemente sea acá.
The question is, what are my taxes being spent on?
La cabeza no puede ser.
Sara needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sara, where are you? Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sara needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Sara. Tenemos que encontrar a Sara. Vamos con el check engine. Se nos dañó el carro y hemos podido ir al mecánico.
Sara?
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Te lo vas a borracho, sí. Borracho es muy difícil.
What is this place?
ese kit, mentiras, no puedo ir. No, y ahora se le acabaron las pastas.
Oh, fuck!
¿Cómo dijo que se le acabaran? Irse. O salir, sí, dejar. Alguien pasó por ahí, ¿no? Alguien pasó por ahí.
I'd be an easy target.
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize
You're making a huge mistake.
Hey, Sara.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
Pude haber disparado, sí. Pero creo que es Sara. Y este marica está rayado.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sara. We're good. Just relax.
What in the actual fuck's going on?
I thought some junkie broke into my house. Sorry.
Sí, era Sara. Casi matamos a Sara. No, pero
I'm
es
almost
doña
finished
Sara,
stitching you
¿no?
up.
No sé.
Could you almost finish faster?
Doña Sara.
How'd you
No.
find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
29.
My bad.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated
Me pela
stories.
perder el cuerpo, digo, ¿no?
Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right.
Yeah.
You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
You, the body department liaison.
Oh, look who's holier than fuck.
What fucking emotions management issues?
Sí, realmente es de... Está diciendo algo que no sea cierto, es marica, está en la olla. ¿Y qué hay, pues? Hola, y la medicina, para que ella toma la escucharle, digo. Doña Sara.
Locator. Some perfectly innocent stalking.
Bueno, doña Sara,
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
my sister.
The greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. Kept digging for normal people. It's a portrait of misery, desperation, but Taylor. We were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
Se pagó la primera suscripción.
That's what happened. I went missing.
After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You get it now?
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Blood tests. From the beginning of the month.
¿Ya? ¿Mejor?
I remember it. This is older than me.
El último de su especie lucha por un mundo mejor. En cuanto cae la noche se pone una máscara y reparte justicia. Es Chicken Man. El testamento más confiscación de cuerpo. La mente, ¿dónde queda? Hemos descubierto la clave de la vida eterna, ya es hora de que descubramos la felicidad eterna. Que te irte pues a doña Sara, disculpe.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
No, más que la
We're at
carrera
the
y eso va a
movies,
ser
and
ser querido.
Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Our job sucks, huh?
At least it slightly improves your chance of survival.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
And did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The chicken of justice could only be summoned by solving one.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them.
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I just I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
Brindemos, doña Sara.
Bottoms up.
Por la honestidad.
I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
Queremos ver por el plato.
Great. What's our poison?
The slum's chief export, apart from bodies. Moonshine.
Nice. The worse the neighborhood, the better the hooch. What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Locate her?
You're always snooping. But, yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
Shit. Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
That's what I thought. Hypocrite. You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears, but they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I can't tell good from bad. Especially in this fucked up world. But if something, someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks. I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Those mushrooms are funny.
Solo mugrero acá. El pollo loco.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Work well under pressure, resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice. Then shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Sí,
As much
debe
as
haber.
ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
¿Tenemos algún indicio de que el asesino controlase a Green? ¿Y qué sentido tenía la trama que vinculaba el caso de Green con el tiroteo de Igor?
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know. But we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all this.
Así no puedo con ese, estaba heavy.
Are you close with Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We've been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing a Nicorite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this. Okay. Let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks. Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
Prior to consider your drawing here to Green's farewell location, Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's... Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
You're not really here. You're just a cocktail of desynchro and memories with a garnish of trauma.
Dude, you really don't get it. Don't do anything or you'll do something stupid. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes. The problem with this statement is that there are only two kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste and narcotics.
Hola parceros, voy a cortar este capítulo acá. Vamos a seguir entonces en el siguiente episodio y ahí con doña Sara. Gracias por ver.